John Furman here in the Bub and Mother's Kitchen, and you know, we are constantly looking at different things to enhance your barbecue. So today we're working on testing some new flavors. Now I'm not going to tell you what they are just in case they don't test well, but I wanted to video this to give you some tips for when you're barbecuing and there's not going to be a big crowd. You know, let's just say it's you and your significant other, or just you, and you know, you don't want to go to the trouble of lighting up a grill, especially a charcoal grill, or even a smoker for that matter, to cook for one. So what I suggest you do is go ahead and do a couple of meals. Now, again, we're testing our flavors on different kinds of meat, but you know, we've got some chicken quarters here, we've got a nice bone-in pork chop here, and a nice piece of steak. So, you know, this is 3 or 4 days worth of food, and we can all cook them out there on the grill. So we've got a let's see what we've got here. This is, oops, flavor F, and hopefully if any of these work out, we will be announcing them either later this summer or early in the fall. And I know F is going to be really, really good on steak. So we're going to get this one seasoned up nice. And if any of you want to email in a guess as to what you think the flavors are, you can guess 3 out of 4. We'll send you a 4-pack of our regular Downey's Dinner Dust and Honey and Heat. And this is flavor E. We're going to use this on the pork chop. All right. Right out of the laboratory. You know, I love them, you know, out on the grill, bone in. You get that nice, good flavor. And you don't have to wait as long as, you know, when you're smoking, which, again, smoking is wonderful. And, you know, given the opportunity, I'll smoke whenever I can. But just to be able to toss something on the grill every now and then really just makes for a nice, quick summertime meal. And I'm going to put this on the chicken. Okay. C. Maybe it's C for chicken. It's chicken flavor. Put that on there. Now, we've got the grill fire going, and again, you know, we've talked about this at different times on different videos. When we've got the fire going, you know, some of this, the steak for example, will cook a lot faster than the chicken, or worse, you know, you don't want to take them all off at the same time and find out your chicken is not done. So when we start and we go out there in a few minutes, we're going to put the chicken right on the direct heat, right on the coals, and we'll have the pork chop and the steak behind them so that they'll get some heat, they'll get some smoke, and they'll begin to cook, but we don't have to put them on the direct heat until it's time to sear. So when we come back, we're going to put everything out there on the grill. We'll see you in a minute. Alright, we're back. We got the fire getting ready. We're going to go out and put the meat on in a couple minutes, but you know, we want to get some a good side dish going. So one of the things that we've done before, and we're going to do it again today, is we're going to make our Bub and Mother's coleslaw. And I'm boiling up some water. We're going to make a pasta salad. So, first thing we want to do, get a small mixing bowl and put in some mayonnaise. Yeah, that should be enough. And we're going to zip it up. So we're going to use our Honey and Heat. And yes, again, I have the industrial size because I know the owner. So we put some in there. Okay, so you can see it's nice, and we're just going to mix it up. Okay, and you'll see it's turning a nice salmon color, I guess. Well, I'm not a decorator, so make sure we get it really mixed in there good. Okay. Now, obviously the main part of cabbage is coleslaw, and you know, if you've got a vegetable garden, don't toss this away. All right. These and other leftovers from your vegetables make awesome compost. Our garden's going like gangbusters out there, and for those of you that follow the weather, we haven't had much of a summer yet up here in Maine. So anyway, I'm just gonna cut off a small piece of cabbage here, okay, and we're gonna thin cut it. Now, some people like their coleslaw all chopped up in little pieces, and that's perfectly okay. You can certainly do that. I prefer it to be kind of stringy, and I think it's that much more enjoyable. We'll just cut it in half. All right. Break that all up. Break that all up. Okay. And you know what? Let's put a little bit more in there. And that's the beauty of, again, cooking for small groups. Use your eyes. You know, it's not an exact science. You know, this isn't necessarily a recipe. I mean, you want enough cabbage so that everybody can have some, and you want enough mayonnaise to cover all your cabbage. All right, so I want to get that in there. Mix that all up. I'm going to do a little different today. I am a huge fan of the daily onions. I love them. It's my favorite onion. I would, if I only had to cook with one onion, this would be it. Now, we're gonna actually have the onion twice. We're gonna have it in our pasta salad, but what's different is that we're gonna cook it with the pasta. All right, and that'll get some of that onion flavor infused into the pasta. Here, we're going to do it for its raw flavor and a little bit of crunch. Okay, and again, put in what you like. Doesn't have to be a lot, doesn't have to be a little, you decide. It's that simple. Okay. I would fail the Gordon Ramsay onion chopping test, but I'm not here to compete, I'm here to eat. So we'll put this in there. Okay, we'll give it a good mix. Right. And then what we want to do is we want to get this in here as best we can. And let it mix all up and around. Right. And just take it. And all you want to do is work it in there. It doesn't have to be thick coated. You want it just for taste. Okay, the cabbage will give it a nice cool crunch. And you'll see that a little bit goes a long, long way. Just like our rub. You don't have to use a whole bottle when you're making one rack of ribs. I mean, this here, even in the kitchen where we're cooking every day and smoking every day, this will last us 4 or 5 months. So imagine, just use yours, the regular size. All right, so there, we have that. Okay, and we're going to put it in the refrigerator and bring it out when everything is ready to eat. And we'll be right back. Now, one of the things I like to do with pasta salad is give it just a little bit more. And again, keeping it simple. This is something anybody can do. If you can buy Italian dressing in your store, you can make this pasta salad. So I got the pasta over there boiling. We've got about 2 minutes left, and we'll be draining out in the colander. I'm just gonna peel off my cucumber. We'll do about a half. Okay. And again, we're gonna put that skin in the compost. Okay. Set that over here. I like to make them smaller. Right. Don't get any skin. Now again, this is a smaller portion. If you've got a bunch of people coming over, oops, and you're using a whole box, use a whole cucumber, maybe 2. Okay? And I like to pour it as it's ready right into a plastic container so that whatever's left over, I just have to put it right in the refrigerator. Okay? The other thing that really adds to it, because we've got the onions cooking in there, right? Nice grape tomatoes. Oh, so sweet, so sweet. They cut through the acid in the Italian dressing. They're like a nice little surprise in there. So we'll get these cut up. And when we come back, the pasta will be nice and cool, and we'll mix it all together. See you in a minute. Okay, we're back. So I've got the pasta. They've cooked in the onions. I just simply run it under cool water. You don't have to get it ice cold. In fact, if it's still a little bit warm, it will absorb the dressing a lot better. Alright, so now we've got some onions, tomatoes, cucumbers. Right, nice, mix that up. Okay, and again, I told you, if you can go to the store and buy Italian dressing, and I'm going to cover it up because they're not a sponsor, and all you do is shake it up, pour it out, as liberally or as sparingly as you'd like. I generally use about a half a bottle, again, on a portion that's small. And that's it. So, all done. Put the top on. We're going to put it in the refrigerator. When we come back, we're cooking some meat. See you in a minute. Alright, so we got our meat. Charcoal is nice and hot. Got my tongs. And, you know, since chicken is the one problem you don't want to cross-contaminate, let's put the other meat down first. Okay, put the steak and the pork chop. And again, they are away from the heat, and the chicken is going directly on top. Oh yeah. Okay, now, cover and cook. Alright, remember, when you're cooking chicken, always the meat side down. You do the chicken skin last. Otherwise, you're going to burn it or it's going to stick to the grill. This way, it's already going to start to crisp up from the heat. And that'll give you a nice crisp skin and very, very, very juicy meat. So, when we come back, we'll check on how this is going. Then we'll plate up and eat. Alright, we're back here at the grill, and we can go ahead now. Oh yeah, look at that. Nice and done. We're going to be able to crisp it up. Okay. Oh yeah. And put some grill marks on the steak. Actually, we'll put that over here. Put the pork chop over here. We should be done in just a couple of minutes. When we come back, we're going to plate them up, with the coleslaw and the pasta salad. And folks, here you've got it, the finished product. Now, I'm having chicken for dinner, but I took a little piece of pork and a little piece of steak so that I can taste the other flavors. And just look at that. I mean, tell me you don't want to come to this barbecue. I mean, we've got the pasta salad, we've got the coleslaw, some chicken, pork, steak. We've got it all. And don't forget, we've got our contest. If you can name 3 out of the 4 new flavor profile ideas that we're working on, we'll send you a 4-pack of Down East Dinner Dust and Honey and Heat. Don't forget, you can post it on Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram and let us know what your answer is. And we'll be in touch. See you next time. Keep smoking.